This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2017 Ford F150. It's a crew cab, it's a short bed, it's a 5.0 gas V8. It's a four-wheel drive XLT, has 121,600 miles. It was a lease return that we purchased up in Phoenix. We purchased another one. This one has 121,000 miles. We have another one just like it with 116,000 miles. My son and I were driven up by my daughter. We drove them home a couple nights ago. I think this was the one that my son drove. I drove the other one. They both ran and drove great. The previous owner, probably fleet company, whatever, put this set of tires on it, kind of an aggressive tread pattern. So when you're doing about 90, you get the woo 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 sound, you know, from having that kind of tire. If you want a road sound, you got to go to road tires. Plus they're high rubber off-road tires, and so they make a little bit of noise when you go about 90. At about 60, it gets quiet. So don't go 90 because 75 is the speed limit. Anyway, they run and drove great. Nothing going on. We brought them here. We did our inspection. All we had to do was send it to detail. Let's see. My guys hand me this nice truck. Purchased both white F-150s from same lease return company. Both sold to Wheel Kinetics' green light. This means that we could return them if they had a problem. My son and I drove both trucks home from Phoenix. Both ran great. They do have aggressive tires, so at 80 miles an hour, actually it's more like 90, you'll get some tire noise. Tires look very new, so I'd deal with it if I were the next buyer. Carfax Accident on this one, 7/3 of 19. Owner retained it, so they didn't, you know, it wasn't bad enough to get rid of the truck. We can find no evidence, front end or rear end, of any paintwork. The fenders and the hood, they're all original. The front bumper's original. It might have just tapped somebody and done that little plastic insert. That's probably what it is. The rear bumper looks original. There's no paintwork on this truck at all. So who knows? But it's my job in these videos to let you know what's going on, not to hide things. I will show you the Kelley Blue Book in just a second. I will show you the Carfax. Everything that we know about this truck, you'll know. Cosmetically, it's got some little tiny rock chips. There's been a couple little rock chips that have been touched up in the past that look really good, but just little tiny rock chips, you know, like that, which tells me the way it drives and the mileage it has. I would say this thing went up and down the road. It came in the Carfax, it came from the same place that the other F-150 came from, which is Safford, which is a little town about an hour and a half southeast from us, and it's a prison town and a farming town. Now the farm trucks down there don't look like this, all right, and the prison trucks that work at the federal prison there, they would come on a government title, which this is not on. So it wasn't one of those, and it wasn't a farm truck. So I'm kind of at a loss of what it was doing down there, what these trucks were doing down there. I tried to buy a third truck that they had down there with 105,000 miles, and they just wanted too much money for that one. Knowing it's not a prison vehicle because it's not on a government title, and obviously it's not a farm truck, because farm trucks, I mean, even brand new farm trucks, after about 5 months, they look like they've been hit by a bus, and this one looks great. So, I don't know. Backup cameras in the, look at the bed. I mean, obviously nothing's been put in this bed. That's not farm truck. Just curious. I'd love to know who was using it, because I think that they probably just drove a million times back and forth to Tucson, obviously with nothing in the bed. I mean, you don't really need to do anything with this thing. It doesn't need tires, doesn't need anything. Got 2 sets of keys. You fire this guy up. 121,607 miles on it. Vehicle's on. Yes, it is. There you go. All right, here's the Carfax as promised. Carfax. Instead of excellent condition, I put it in good. It is in good condition, but it's not perfect, so I figured that was right to do. One owner, regular oil changes, accident reported 7/3 of 19. Carfax blends the Kelley Blue Book and the Carfax, and they come up with a value of 28,160. So this is the actual Carfax itself. There's your VIN. Accident reported, like I said, 7/3/19. One owner. By the way, sometimes when they report an accident, it doesn't mean they were in contact. It means that this guy got a ticket for causing an accident, which may be the case because there's no evidence. No major title problems, which is obviously is important. And then you got the service. Look at the services. Boom, 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 boom. Right down the line. Larry Miller Ford. It made it to Mesa too. It was in Gilbert. And its last service was at 121,481 miles. God, 200 miles ago, it was a Larry Miller. Getting ignition system checked, cooling system, oil and filter, tires rotated. So it just got serviced. Here's the Kelley Blue Book for a Super Crew cab with 121,053 miles. Typical listing price would be $27,743. So basically what Carfax is saying is that it has a really good service history, and they add a little bit for that, for the good service history. They blend that with the Kelley Blue Book. That's how they come up with 28. Obviously you're not paying that for this truck. All right, there's your Ford stamp on the fender, so you know it's original. You can also see the paint hasn't been off it, right, on any of these bolts. So that's the sign there. And then you've got the original sticker up here on the hood. Okay, then you have the Ford stamp here, and no paint off of any of the bolts here. So none of this stuff's been off, so nothing happened up here, unless they're considering that thing, maybe someone bumped in and broke that piece of plastic. But this is clearly the original grill. It's got all the rock chips from driving forever on the interstate. I forgot to show you something. Down here it's got a scrape, like some that's been touched up. If you want to go to the photo gallery and see that stuff a little closer, you can, okay? I suggest that if you care. Locks. Okay. This seat looks like it's never been, I would have bet this was a prison truck or something, but obviously not. Here's the trailer stuff that's never been used. Still in the wrapper. You go like this, you got storage underneath, you got a cup holder there. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this with one hand. I don't think I can. Huh. It's a pretty truck. And it's a 5.0, which I prefer over the 3.5s. Especially if you're looking for an F-150, avoid the 3.5s that are 2015 or older. They got some mean timing chain rattle when they're ice cold, and it goes away after the first start of the morning, but eventually they come undone. And my shop has banned me from buying any 3.5 turbo EcoBoost turbo that is 2015 or older because of that problem. We had to fix one on a beautiful Limited that we had, a 2013 Limited that was just in the wrapper, pretty white, beautiful truck. And in the morning, the first guy who got to start it in the morning got about a 10-second sound circus of scary noises that would go away for the rest of the day, and in the morning you'd hear it, and eventually it was going to throw everything off. So $2,200 later, it was fixed. So don't buy a 3.5 that's a 15 or older. And it only had 82,000 miles on it also, so miles don't mean anything on that one either. All right, boom. All right, so windows, doors, seat. This is the power seat on the driver's side, I'm sorry. Forward, up, down. I think you got a lumbar here. See it moving? That's out, and that's in. You've got a power seat here. I mean power seat. God dang, I'm a mess. Power pedals up and down. That's our trash truck showing up right in the middle of the video. It never fails. Ugh. All right, get some air going here. It's freaking warm. Let's see. Turn that on. That's better. All right. Much better. We're still gonna try to get to 100 degrees here in Tucson today. All right, let's see. What else? Windshield wipers. You got tow. See that? Tow haul is on. And you click it again to go to sport mode. And then again to go off. Turn the AC on because the detail guys turn the heater on because they put it on the floor setting to dry up the mats and the carpet when they do a detail. That's why. USB port, obviously it's got sync, right? Or actually it's just a USB port. I don't know if they call that sync anymore or not. Let's see what they do call it. Let's see, media, maybe, connected device, menu, there we go. Yeah, they do call it sync still. So you got that, go that way, this way, back, down. I like to run through this stuff just to, let's see, no, how do you do that? Okay. I don't even know where I'm at here now. Now I don't know what to do. No. How do you do no? Here? There we go. Master reset. Don't want to do that because who knows what that'll do. Alright, radio. Let's go to radio. This is changing the source. Volume from the steering, that's the volume from the steering wheel. Changing station from the steering wheel. Okay, so that all works fine. Turn that off. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, we have trailer brake control. This is huge on these cars. Really very expensive ad. Let's see, lights, boom, boom, boom. Let's see, cruise control, that only works, see there, right there. Let's see, then we got display mode, tranny temp, tire pressure, speedo, you can go to kilometers. Let's see, what else? Oil life, my keys, blah, blah, blah. Trip fuel, we know what that is. Towing, trailer status, trailer options. Checklist. There you go. Back, off-road, it gives you a little level device there, right? Back, settings, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I like it, right? I like it on mile per hour. There you go. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. It's getting chilly in here. All right, let me open the fence. We'll start demoing this thing. All right, first of all, we're gonna go to 4 low. Shift in progress. It'll turn off the slip control here in a second. Oh, I gotta pull forward. All right. Advanced track is off. And that's in drive. That's definitely 4 low. That's granny gear. In reverse, there's your backup camera. Let's see if we have parking sensors in this guy. Yes, we do. All right, and then we'll go to 4 high. So advanced track will come back on. There it is on, because we're in 4 high now. A little quicker, that's preferred. All right, that's in drive. In reverse in 4 high, perfect. All right, there's your backup camera. And now we're gonna go 2-wheel drive. Shift in progress. Now we're in 2 high. Let's go for a ride. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive this truck home, it's a nice truck. Have a nice drive home. Don't have to do anything. You will pay the following. You will pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you decide to pay by wire and ship it out of Arizona, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price. There'll be no dock fee, no taxes, nothing. Once we receive the wire, we'll fill out the title. with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you. We will scan it into your online file, and we will mail it to you. We would scan in the envelope, we mail it in. You will arrange for the truck to be shipped to you. You already have the title in the mailbox when your shipper arrives with the truck. You'll go to motor vehicle with the truck and the title, and get it in your name and get plates. It's very simple. If you need help with shipping, let me know at the time of purchase. I can do it for you. I can give you phone numbers to do it for yourself, or you could just do it yourself. A lot of people have bought vehicles from us. We have Kyle in San Diego, who's on number 14. He's now a legit professional shipper. He buys a vehicle from us and we never hear from him again. He pays, we send him the title, and the truck disappears, which is awesome. But if you need help, let us know. We can put the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle for a loan, if that's what you need to do, or just because it's easier. We can just tell you who to call. And we can even tell you if you're paying too much when, you know, if you do arrange for it yourself. We can give you an idea of what you should be paying anyhow. All right. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. Please make sure you get that $500 deposit in. Otherwise, somebody might get in front of you and pass you on the deal and buy it. Get their deposit in first. Okay. About 2 miles, more like 1.5 miles east of here is our auto mall here in Tucson. All the new car dealerships with their used car properties are over there. Over there, when you buy a vehicle, you're paying for salesmen, you're paying for location with a beautiful pavement, and fountains next to the mall, all that stuff. You're paying for an attendant who works in a little mini kitchen cafe that's serving you scones and lattes. You're paying for a game room for the kids. You're paying for future repairs also, because they know if they sell you this truck and it breaks, you're going to bring it in and say, fix my truck. Okay? We tell you, we're giving you this 15-minute video. You know, because you can tell from the title, that we've driven it 100 miles personally. You know from the Carfax it's been well serviced. You have a huge head start on everybody else, knowledge-wise, on this truck. You're also not paying for the location and the salesman and the bottled water and the attendant and the scones and the lattes. You're also not paying for future repairs because we're not